Hello, this video tutorial will focus on how to access the group screening reports for A Math and A Reading within the FAST assessment system. The group screening report is most useful for teachers while looking at how their whole class is doing across the benchmark periods in either A Math or A Reading. We begin on the screen that will show up after you log into FAST. This is a demo site we can use for these types of purposes, so the names of teachers and students are not recognizable. So what you do is begin up here in the top where you see these different options as tabs. We'll click on reporting, and then from here you'll see a number of different reports that show up. We're going to look right here underneath screening and problem identification. There's a sort of folder looking area right here, and within there's a number of reports. We're going to start right here, usually the top left, for the group screening report. And then from here what we need to do is tell FAST what kind of information we're looking for. So here's A Reading. You'll see A Math is here as well. There's a number of other assessments in the demo site. You may not see all of those, but you will see A Reading and A Math. And depending on your level, some of the other CBM options. Here you have the option for grade-wide or just your class or classes. So we'll stay here with just Lyle Sandbox's classes, and we'll look at spring. So A Reading for Lyle Sandbox and spring. Click Generate Report, which then brings you to a report that has a different look on the top and the bottom. The top here shows for Lyle Sandbox how his group of students did in the springtime on the A Reading assessment in each of the different 4 categories. So in the spring, you'll see the legend down here. In the springtime, 11% of his students fell in the category with red here, which is the highest risk category. Then if you move one over, he has 2 students, but 22% of his students in the springtime fell in the some risk. 22% of his students in the springtime fell into low risk, and then another 44% of his students fell into the category for least risk. And as you scroll down, you'll notice that was just how the whole class looked. You scroll down and you see how each of the students then did in the springtime on the A Reading assessment. You'll notice first that there are some students that have, and these will become familiar to you, but the 2 exclamation points are the highest risk. 1 exclamation point is some risk, and then you'll see the star here for the students who are performing in the lowest risk category. There is their spring scale score. And then over here, you'll see this, but this is the demo site, but you'll actually see by school, by district, and by national, the percentile ranks for that student's score by school, by district, and then by national comparisons. One nice thing that you can do within this report is it defaults to searching by student or sorting students by last name alphabetically. You can go right here, and each one of these has a way to change the order of the data you're looking at. This one here ranks the students, puts them in order from highest performing to the lowest performing. And you can do that for any one of the categories that you see here at the top. Again, this is the group screening report, the one that teachers will probably find is most useful to look at a whole class all at once in the areas of A Math or A Reading in particular. And again, it shows you the top, the distribution, and then it shows you student by student their scores and their percentiles.